Have you ever sat in a school meeting and felt like nobody truly understood your child? Like you were trying to explain your son's world to people who only saw behavior problems, disruptions, or bad grades? We know that feeling better than we ever wanted to. There was a time when our son came home from school completely exhausted every single day. Sometimes he would melt down over the smallest things. Sometimes he would refuse to go to school at all. And honestly, for a while, we blamed ourselves. We wondered if we were failing him as parents. But over time, we realized something important. Our son was not failing at school. The school system was failing to support him. Today, we want to share our story of fighting for the support our autistic son needed, what mistakes we made, what finally helped, and 5 practical things every parent can do when school becomes a daily battle. Because if you are going through this right now, you are not alone. When our son first started school, we believed the hardest part was already behind us. We thought getting a diagnosis would finally help people understand him better. We thought teachers would automatically know how to support an autistic child. But that is not what happened. Instead, we heard things like, he just needs more discipline, or he needs to try harder. Sometimes teachers told us he was lazy. Other times they said he was too sensitive. Meanwhile, at home, we saw the complete opposite. We saw a child who was trying harder than anyone realized, a child who spent the entire school day masking his confusion, anxiety, and sensory overload. By the time he came home, he had nothing left inside. That was the moment we understood something had to change. If you are a parent of an autistic child and these experiences sound familiar, please subscribe to our channel at https://www.youtube.com/@neuroparenting-b4p. We share our real experiences, struggles, and lessons as parents raising an autistic son, with the hope that no parent feels alone in this journey. One of the hardest things about school struggles is that they often happen slowly. At first, we noticed little signs. Our son started saying he hated school. Then he stopped talking about his day altogether. His stomach hurt almost every morning before class. He became anxious on Sunday evenings. He started melting down after school over tiny frustrations that normally would not bother him. Looking back now, those were warning signs. But at the time, we kept telling ourselves things would improve. What we did not understand back then was how exhausting school can be for autistic children. Most schools are built for neurotypical students. Loud classrooms, constant transitions, social pressure, fluorescent lights, unpredictable schedules, group work, noisy cafeterias, and overwhelming expectations can feel unbearable for an autistic child. Our son was spending the entire day trying to survive an environment that his nervous system experienced as stressful. The biggest mistake we made in the beginning was assuming teachers understood autism the same way we did. But many educators only see autism through behavior. They see the child who refuses instructions, interrupts class, avoids eye contact, or struggles socially. They often do not see the anxiety, sensory overload, confusion, or emotional exhaustion underneath those behaviors. One day, we received another email from school saying our son had a bad attitude. We were frustrated and honestly heartbroken. We knew our child. He was kind, intelligent, funny, and caring. So why was school only seeing problems? That evening, instead of immediately correcting our son, we asked him one simple question. We asked, "What did school feel like today?" And his answer changed everything. He said, "It feels like everybody speaks a language I don't understand, and I'm trying to guess all day." That sentence stayed with us forever. For the first time, we realized our son was not choosing to struggle. He was overwhelmed every moment of the day. Social rules that other children understood naturally had to be consciously analyzed by him. Instructions that sounded simple to teachers often felt confusing or incomplete to him. Noise that other children barely noticed physically hurt him. That was when we stopped asking, how do we make him fit school better? And started asking, how do we make school safer for him? The first practical thing that helped us was documenting everything. At first, we relied too much on memory during meetings, but emotions run high when discussing your child. Important details get forgotten. So we started keeping records. We wrote down incidents, teacher comments, meltdowns after school, sleep problems, anxiety symptoms, and communication with staff. This changed everything. Instead of emotional conversations, we could now show patterns. We could explain that our son's meltdowns happened most often after sensory-heavy days. We could show how certain teachers or classroom environments increase stress. Documentation made our concerns harder to dismiss. If you are struggling with school support, start keeping notes immediately. Even small details matter. Over time, patterns become very clear. The second thing that helped us was learning the difference between behavior and communication. Autistic children often communicate distress through behavior because they cannot always explain what is happening internally. When our son refused schoolwork, it was usually not defiance, it was overwhelm. When he became angry after noisy lunch breaks, it was sensory overload. When he shut down completely, it was emotional exhaustion. Once we understood this, we stopped focusing only on correcting behavior and started investigating the cause underneath. This completely changed how we spoke with teachers. Instead of saying, "Please stop punishing him," we started saying, "What happened before the behavior?" That question matters. Behavior is often the final stage of distress, not the beginning. The third thing that helped us was building partnerships instead of battles. This was difficult because honestly, there were moments when we felt angry all the time. Some meetings felt defensive from the moment they started. We often felt blamed as parents. And sometimes we wanted to walk into school ready for war. But over time, we realized something important. Most teachers were not trying to hurt our son. Many simply lacked training and understanding. When we approached conversations with collaboration instead of accusation, progress became easier. That does not mean accepting poor treatment. It means focusing discussions on solutions instead of blame. For example, instead of saying, "You are handling him wrong," we learned to say, "We noticed he regulates better with predictable transitions. Could we try visual schedules?" That small shift lowered defensiveness immediately. And honestly, some teachers became incredible allies once they understood our son better. One teacher allowed him noise-canceling headphones during independent work. Another gave him written instructions instead of verbal-only directions. Another created a quiet corner he could use when overwhelmed. These accommodations may sound small, but for our son, they changed daily survival into actual learning. The fourth thing that helped us was teaching our son self-advocacy. This took time because many autistic children are taught from a young age to hide discomfort in order to appear normal. Our son became very good at masking. The problem was that teachers assumed he was fine because he stayed quiet. At home, we started helping him identify and describe his needs. We practiced simple sentences like, "I need a break," "The room is too loud," "I don't understand the instructions," "I need more time." At first, this was extremely difficult for him. But gradually, he became more confident expressing himself before reaching meltdown point. One of the most emotional moments for us happened during a parent-teacher meeting months later. His teacher said, "Today, he told me he needed a quiet space before becoming overwhelmed." That may sound small to some people, but for us, it felt huge because our son was finally learning that his needs mattered. The fifth thing that helped us was accepting that sometimes the environment must change, not the child. This was probably the hardest lesson emotionally. For a long time, we kept hoping our son would eventually adapt if we just tried harder. We thought maybe he simply needed more time. But eventually, we had to face reality. Some environments were genuinely harmful to his mental health. There came a point when our son's anxiety became severe. School mornings turned into panic. He stopped enjoying things he once loved. His self-esteem collapsed because he constantly felt different and wrong. That was when we realized no academic success was worth destroying his emotional well-being. We began exploring alternative supports, accommodations, and schedule adjustments. We reduced unnecessary pressures. We focused less on perfect performance and more on emotional safety. And slowly things improved. Not overnight, not magically, but gradually. Our son started smiling again. He became less anxious after school. He began trusting adults more. And most importantly, he stopped believing he was broken. That last part matters deeply because many autistic children grow up hearing constant correction. Sit still, stop interrupting, look at me, calm down, be normal. Over time, those messages become internalized. Our job as parents is not only to fight for accommodations, it is also to protect our child's identity and self-worth. One thing we wish we understood earlier is that advocating for your child can feel emotionally exhausting. There were periods where we constantly questioned ourselves. Were we asking for too much? Were we overreacting? Were we being difficult parents? But here's what we learned. Nobody knows your child better than you. Teachers see your child for months. You see your child for a lifetime. If your instincts tell you something is wrong, pay attention. You do not need to apologize for protecting your child. You do not need permission to advocate. And you are not difficult for expecting your child to be treated with understanding and dignity. At the same time, we also learned that perfection is impossible. There will still be difficult days. There will still be misunderstandings. There will still be setbacks. Even now, we continue learning. Parenting an autistic child in the school system often means constantly adapting. But the goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. And sometimes progress looks very different than what society expects. For us, progress was not straight A grades. Progress was our son feeling safe enough to ask for help. Progress was fewer meltdowns after school. Progress was a teacher finally understanding sensory overload. Progress was our son saying, "Today was okay." If you are in the middle of school struggles right now, please remember this. Your child is not giving you a hard time. Your child is having a hard time. That mindset shift changed our parenting completely. Instead of punishment first, we focused on support first. Instead of asking, "How do we stop this behavior?" we asked, "What is this behavior telling us?" And honestly, that changed everything. We also want to say something directly to parents who feel isolated. School struggles can make you feel incredibly alone. Sometimes family members do not understand. Sometimes teachers minimize concerns. Sometimes other parents judge your child without knowing the full story. But there are other families walking the same path. And your experiences are real. Your exhaustion is real, your fears are real. But so is your strength, because every meeting you attend, every email you write, every difficult morning you survive, and every moment you comfort your child matters more than you realize. Looking back now, one of the biggest improvements happened when we stopped trying to force our son into impossible expectations and started building supports around how his brain actually works. That shift changed our entire family dynamic. There is still no perfect system. There is still advocacy. There are still difficult conversations. But now, our son knows something he did not know before. He knows he deserves support. He knows his needs matter. And he knows home is a safe place where he does not need to pretend to be someone else. If there is one message we hope parents take from this video, it is this: do not wait until your child completely burns out before taking concerns seriously. Small signs matter. Listen carefully, trust patterns, protect emotional safety. And remember that accommodations are not special treatment. They are tools that help children access learning in a way that works for their brains. Your child does not need to become less autistic to deserve support. And finally, please give yourself grace too. This journey is hard. You will make mistakes. You will have moments of doubt. You will feel exhausted sometimes. We certainly did. But your love, your persistence, and your advocacy can change your child's entire experience of school and even how they see themselves for the rest of their lives. If this video helped you or made you feel less alone, please subscribe to our channel at https://www.youtube.com/@neuroparenting-b4p. We share honest experiences, practical advice, and real moments from our journey parenting an autistic son. And we would love to have you with us in this community.